Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. It looks like people are closing out their sessions and are starting to come into the home room, I guess we'll call it. And we're in the home stretch. So this has just been an amazing day. We'll give it a few minutes for people to join us. Some of the other sessions are still finishing up. But while we're waiting, and if someone can put in the chat, if you could list one word or just type in one word in the chat that describes what today has been like for you, or what's one word, one thing you take away. So either way, one word that describes today for you and being a part of Young Minds Matter 2021, or just something that just resonates with you that you're going to take with you today. You can put it in the chat. And again, we want to just commend you guys for staying here, because it's been a long day and we had a conversation about, should we make this a half day? Should we do this? Should it be a couple of days? And we got feedback and input from folks on that. But there's so many rich topics and so much to talk about. It's hard to cut it off. And so we thank you guys for sticking with us until after hours. Most of you do this work and you work after hours, so that's not new to you. But we are glad that you are here with us and staying to the very, very end. So what a great day. And thanks so much for staying with us. We know it was a long day. And honestly, we hope it was worth your while. And we know that doing things virtually, it's exhausting. It can be really taxing on you. But hopefully you got up and stretched and took care of yourselves when you needed to. So I even heard, I was excited and just touched by the people that were here today. Young Minds Matters is usually an event that we host in Houston as a part of our I'm a Hog endowment and our grants that we do there. But being that the event was virtual, it's so nice because we had people from all over. I mean, I think Hawaii takes the cake, probably was our folks that were most far away, but there were folks from Colorado and California. And so if you want to drop in the chat and represent your town right quick, you're welcome to do that, especially since you've hung out with us so long today. But we're just grateful that we had the opportunity to expand our reach this year. Virtual isn't always bad, and we just have to make the best and find those nuggets in these very distressing times. And so virtual worked out for us. We still have folks here and we're excited about that. So thank you guys. We started off this morning hearing from some real powerful folks, man. They are super change agents. I think they have superpowers, and they challenged us to encourage our youth to get involved and to make demands. I love that the New Deal talks about making demands. It's not just saying, oh, we suggest or we have recommendations. No, we have some demands. Things need to change. And this is what we need in order to heal and to stay emotionally well. So that was especially powerful. And I don't know if you guys got a chance to see Khadijah Muhammad's video. Phenomenal. Powerful, right? I mean, that was just the best. I felt like I just left there knowing her and knowing so much more and wanting to learn so much more. But what a talented young woman, and just a solid documentary, so transparent about the challenge of our Muslim brothers and sisters and about Black people as a whole, right?
And getting people to talk about mental health and healing. Absolutely. And well-being.
And stigma.
Right.
Addressing it, so it was encouraging. And most of all, healing too, because in order for us to do better, we have to feel better also. And then I don't know what else to say. We don't want to belabor the time. I just cannot sing the praises enough for our Partners Prevention Institute, because you guys put it on. Like, you stepped out there, and Zinga, you came in new, your leadership, awesome. The whole team, I'm gonna start calling names. I'm gonna leave somebody out, so I'm gonna stop right there. But you guys were awesome. You know who you were, behind the scenes, working it hard, making it happen. Y'all did the thing today. So thank you guys so much. We're so appreciative.
Well, I want to thank the Communities of Care Collaboratives, because that is really where the power and truth came up. You all generated presentations. You said, this is who I'm listening to. This is who I want to hear from. And then you also presented your work, and it really gave us a full taste of what's going on here. So,
yeah.
Yes.
They're awesome. And more than one session. You guys are really
Oh,
tough.
yeah. You know,
I
the
mean, you did
street
more than one.
captains reaching Richmond, and to hear the
Yes.
voices of people talk about how getting to know their neighbors is giving the community a new sense of safety and giving them the kind of connection that they'll need for their children. I mean, just amazing things that everybody's going to take forward from here.
Yes. And Galveston. Our
Oh,
young people from
Galveston. Yeah.
Galveston, this last session, I was late almost coming to close this thing out with y'all because Galveston was on fire, y'all. They were spitting some real truth, and it was really, really good. So thank you guys. And all of our young people. To me, that's what made this so exciting.
Yeah.
And I think was a little different for us this year was being able to have our youth voice and have them engaged and involved and empowered. To me, that's what this work is all about.
And bringing it forward in different ways. Eastern parents, Western children really also highlighted the way young people are sharing their voice in poetry and in messages, and just causing us all to listen more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Hoover, what did y'all think about Hoover? I mean, we had a few little quirks here and there, but
we getting to learn Hoover.
Did pretty good. And shout out to Lady Jane. I mean, she stuck it out with us on this too. And so we're just grateful for everybody and everything you've done to make this today a success.
Well, we would definitely like to thank the Hogg Foundation because, you know, without you all, this is building on a legacy, you know, of bringing people together and spotlighting the importance of young people and mental well-being, and all of us just being around to support and to learn more about how we can do mental health in a way that young people embrace it and feel the love that the community has for them. So we thank you. we
thank you all. We're learning together, right? That's what makes this work so unique and so important. We're not doing this by ourselves, and we're not the experts. None of us. We're all learning, and as our dear friend Stephanie would say, we're building this, flying this plane as we're building
plane.
So, you know, and
I used to always tell her, I was like, "Is it dangerous, Stephanie?"
Right, that's right. That's the best idea, but you know what? It works.
It works. It works.
Absolutely.
We all continue to grow. There's a few announcements I'm supposed to make. One is we know that there's some resources in the exhibit hall and in the links. There's a couple of RFPs that are out because we know organizations need resources. Find the information on People, Parks, and Power. There was a lot of people interested in green spaces. That's an opportunity for community-based organizations that are base building. There's also a Safe States announcement for collaboratives that want to work more with their neighborhood businesses. So how do collaboratives and neighbors work with the small businesses right in their community? So as we get more information, we'll put it here in Hoover to make sure that we can get it. Yeah. Oh, that's true. And Zinga,
what happens after Hoover goes away?
Yeah, tell us about that, Zinga.
Yes, so the information will live on. After we are kicked off of Hoover in 6 months, all of these sessions will be available on the Hogg Foundation's website. In fact, they might be up on the Hogg Foundation's website even sooner than that. And we'll definitely communicate with you all because we have all of your email addresses. And we'll be able to let you know where you can continue to access this wonderful conference that we've had today. But guess what? It's not over yet. Saturday, we get to come back with our youth. We have a half-day schedule planned for them on Saturday. It's going to be just as engaging and invigorating. I'm so looking forward to that this weekend.
Well, you know what? And go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the hard part is that a lot of us, like myself, and I'm sure those of us that are a little more seasoned, want to just have a little glimpse and sneak and listen to what they're talking about. But we're really trying to create this as a safe space for our young people. Mm-hmm. And so we encourage you, if you can just hold on to your interest and watch the recording afterwards that's posted, because we really don't want to overtake their process and their space. We want to make this about them.
Their space. Yeah.
And let them have that space for them because they need it. And then we can always go back and watch it later on, like next week.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm putting out a challenge to every adult still with us here today. Share the link with a young person you know. Everybody knows a young person.
Good challenge.
Let them know what we learned here today and invite them to come on and pull up at the table and lift their voice.
And I'm going to match that challenge, actually, Nzinga. I'm going to match it and challenge for the adults to keep your behinds out of that space. Because it's for young people, and it's going to be a challenge, I'm sure. So definitely make sure we keep that safe space sacred for them.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I dropped a link in the chat. It's our overall conference evaluation. We need your feedback. You know, we want to grow. We want to know what you like, what we could change, all of that good stuff. There's room for open-ended comments. Please, please, please fill out that link. And if you don't click it here today, don't worry. It'll be in your email. We know where you are. Just get the information back to us. Please, please, please.
Please, please. So with that, I just want to thank every presenter, every tech, every person that came and shared in this space with us. You're amazing. And we feel this community of healing and justice, which is so important. And so so we ask, I think we want you to put in the chat, what are you taking from this conference into your work?
Mm-hmm. And we did have a question and a comment from someone from Illinois in the house. All right. And that would be if you would be eligible for CEUs, even though you're not a Texas clinician. And I know that we can share everything with you as if you were, and I think you'll have to submit it to your board to see if they'll approve it. But I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be, but you know, different states have different rules. And thanks for being here today.
That is the benefit of virtual. You can reach so many people.
Yeah.
All right, listen, y'all, the chat's kind of dry. I think people are getting tired.
All right.
So you know what? Take away what you're going to take away in your heart. As we heard earlier a couple of times, it's so important to hold these things in your heart and to carry them with you going forward. So again, we thank you guys for being here with us today. We've had a great day. Remember that young minds matter, and please invite someone to participate on Saturday. With that, I think it's a wrap, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I think.
Absolutely.
Take good care, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.